Hi, Matt here from InvestiQuant. Today is June 19th, 2019, and it is FOMC day, and I want to show you something that we have in play for today. If I click on the analytics, you can see what special events that we have happening today, announcements, that sort of thing. Today is the day of the FOMC announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern Time this afternoon. And I want to run a quick study on that, and I also want to add yesterday was a higher close in the market. We had a pretty directional day yesterday, giving us a higher close. So I'm going to run yesterday closed higher, and today is FOMC announcement day. When I do that from the analytics page, it gives us a historical look at what's happened when you go long on that day with no stop and no target, just to see if there's a directional bias. I don't see anything interesting here, but what I really want to dig into is more of an intraday trading setup. So to do that, I need to go to symbols and settings and change the trade type to fade, and this will be buying if we gap down at the open and selling if we gap up at the open. I'm going to change the target under the exit to prior close. I'm going to add a stop. I'm going to use 30% of the 5-day ATR. Based on today's ATR, that's just shy of 6 points, 5.75 points or so. And I'm going to run this again for an intraday setup. And here we go. So looks like it's worked here recently as is, but was pretty flat for a long time. Let me go add something else to this opening filters because we've got a pretty flat open, it appears. There might not be much of a gap. We're currently trading 29.28 even. Yesterday's close was 29.2675, so we're only working with about a point and a quarter. And we're trading right in yesterday's range, so I'm going to add that in the opening area, open in prior day's high-low range. I'm going to run it again, get a little bit better view of the setup. And here we go. This looks much better. We've got 50 trade samples in here. 86% win rate, very strong win rate for that type of setup. Average trade's not bad. Very minimal drawdown. Overall, this looks pretty good. Now, the one thing that may be a problem is we don't have much of a gap. As I said, just 5 ticks here at about 8:50 a.m. Eastern Time. So let me do one more thing, because if we don't have a gap, then that's useless. But I can change the stop and target and make this. Let's make this a 1-to-1 trade. So a 5.75 stop in the ES and the same on the target here, using 30% of the 5-day ATR. Let's run it again and see if there's still an edge, and historically it looks like there is. Win rate does go down a little bit when using that stop and target combination, but still pretty good overall. Holding up here. Let's try a little bit different stop target combination. Let's do a 20% stop. Be a little bit tighter. Holding up very well. Win rate going up. And let's do one more. Let's do a 40% target, still using a 30% stop, just to see how that's held up. That one looks a little bit stronger here. Nice big average trade of 132 for an intraday trade. That's pretty good. Win rate 56%, and that's a better than 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save this for the next time, so I will be reminded of it. And you know what, one last thing, let's just make sure that this is holding up in a couple other indices. I'll do NASDAQ and YM. This will run it all at the same time across all of these indices. And here we go. Blue line's ES, orange line is NASDAQ, green line is Dow. Quick view of the stats over here. Win rate's better on YM and ES. All of them at least slightly profitable, YM and ES being better. All right, not bad. That's it for this morning. Good luck today, and check back for another one of these